Hey, how you doing? It is March 2nd, 2019. It's a beautiful day, and I am Kareem Williams, aka Lefty. I'm the owner of Real Entertainment News, and I am the owner of the Unspoken Truth, which is my new podcast, which you're listening to right now. This is the first episode, and I am super excited because now I have my own platform to speak the way I want to speak about the topics that I want to talk about. So, we're going to get into who I am. We're going to get into some celebrity gossip. We're going to get into some of the foods that I like to eat. And we're going to get into the music playlist that I own and the new music I put up on there. So, with that said, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back at you with that. Holla, if you can't, then don't bother. Hey, how you guys doing? Since we got finished talking about food, I want to talk to you guys about one of the one of my favorite soul food places here in Arizona, and it's called Mrs. Weiss. The address to there is 808 East Jefferson Street in Phoenix, Arizona. That's 808 East Jefferson Street in Phoenix, Arizona. They have some of the best rice and gravy. They have some of the best fried chicken in all of the valley. Not just Phoenix, but all of the valley. Period. Point blank. Holla if you can't and don't bother. Also just tried the catfish a couple of weeks ago, and that was slamming too. Macaroni and cheese is on point. They just got the whole soul food thing locked down, and it's very appreciative by myself, and the Valley loves them. They've been here for a very long time. You can see all the celebrities sign the wall. It's a great atmosphere to be. When you're eating there, you feel the nostalgia of the place. You got to hit up Mrs. White's 808 East Jefferson Street whenever you're in the Valley. When you go to one of those basketball games or baseball games, it's right up the street. Right up the street from the arenas. So you can walk there, grab a gub, walk back, check out the games. Holla. Hey, you. How you doing today? I'm back to tell you about another one of my awesome sponsors. This is a sponsor that I really got a lot of love and respect for because they make some of my apparel. Beauty and Beyond, ran by Bianca Johnson, a quality company. They don't only do apparel, make shirts for people. They also make mugs. They also can assemble you a street team of beautiful females to go promote your brand and career. She got it all. She got it all. So I would look up Beauty and Beyond on Instagram, or they have a store called Prove It, her and her husband, which is a phenomenal clothing line in itself that you guys can get connected with. Look them up, Beauty and Beyond, on Instagram, and tell them that Lefty sent you, and she'll get you hooked up with some t-shirts to build your branding career. Because remember, visibility and brand awareness is the key to success. Holla. Welcome back to the Unspoken Truth with Lefty. It's a beautiful day, like I said, and we're here making it happen. I want to get into a little bit of who I am so that way you, the viewer, know who you're watching. My name is Kareem Williams, aka Lefty. I am the owner of Real Entertainment News, which is a page on Instagram right now. It's at Real Entertainment News. It's a celebrity news page where I post the latest celebrity news. I post the latest hot independent artists that's doing their thing in the music industry. It's kind of two of my passions, music and celebrity news. You know, the two go hand in hand, and I love it. I love it. But yeah, I've been in the game for a very long time. I've interviewed Kelly Price, Mimi Faust, Miss Nikki Baby from Love and Hip Hop, Erica Dickinson from Love and Hip Hop. Erica Dixon. I'm sorry, said her name wrong. um, and it's I get so much pleasure out of sitting with somebody and being able to ask them a question, get an answer back that can provoke the next question. And that's how it should be. I'm not. I used to write down my questions, but I stopped doing that because I felt the best interviews, from my perspective, was the interviews where people were just having a conversation. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to have a conversation with you guys through the Unspoken Truth. That's the goal here uh, for the podcast. Uh, I also am a digital marketer. Um, I help independent artists promote their music, help them get in, playlist, things of that nature. Excuse me. Help them get into playlist, help them, get on blogs, help them create ads to drive traffic to their music, things of that nature. So I'm really, really heavy into that. I'm kind of a jack of all trades, if they may say. Uh, and it's a beautiful thing because it keeps me, I guess, employed. Haven't worked a day job in couple of years, which is also a cool thing. Um, so yeah, that's who I am, and just a young guy out here trying to make it, and trying to work hard, stay focused, and do what I got to do to really really take things to the next level and take my brand and career to the next level. And I believe me starting this podcast, the Unspoken Truth, is something that will allow me to do that because I'm speaking my truth for what I feel. A lot of times, a lot of people want to censor me because I'm so raw to the point and so real that it really, really, there's no in between. You either love me or you hate me. You either love me or you hate me. Um, and that's who I am. That's Kareem Williams, aka Lefty in a nutshell. Um, what I'm going to be doing with these podcasts is every episode I'm going to give some type of tip or value. And the value I want to give today is don't be afraid to be selfish when it comes to your brand and career. I'm going to say that again. Don't be afraid to be selfish when it comes to your brand and career. We're always told when you help others, you'll move forward. And I'm not saying that that's not true. But sometimes you got to be selfish to your own stuff. And you got to focus on your own stuff to move your own self forward. And a lot of times I've caught myself even wanting to help other people achieve their goals, thinking if I help other people, it's going to help me. But no, sometimes you got to say, block everybody out and focus on you. You got to block everybody out and focus on what you want because you can make what you want happen. Nobody's going to do it for you. So that's my tip. Don't be afraid to be selfish with your brand and career. Okay? We're going to go to a sponsored post by one of my sponsors. I really, really appreciate my sponsors. They keep the lights on, so you got to show them their love and respect. So once you see this ad that's about to come on, we're going to come right back, and we're going to get into some of the topics that I got lined up for you guys tonight. It's going to be so exciting. I'm fired up. I'm charged right now. Holla if you can't, then don't bother. How you guys doing today? I want to talk to you guys about one of my sponsors. And this sponsor is the Beat Locker Radio Show. It is a show that is ran on 101.1 FM. This is one of the longest running independent hip-hop radio shows in the Valley. Quality music. Quality music. It's ran by radio and hip-hop legend Poker Face. Your baby mama's favorite, as they like to call him. And the world famous DJ Marvel. Them two have linked up and they have done some phenomenal things. They have created a platform for independent artists to really, really, truly get their music out to the masses. And not only get their music out to the masses, but have them hear themselves on the radio. Come on now. It is what it is. You know, people want to hear themselves on the radio. You know? So this show comes on every single Sunday from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And guess what? Yours truly has a segment called Real Entertainment News Celebrity Gossip. Holla if you can't, then don't bother. Go download right now, the 101.1 The Beat app. So that way, if you're not in your car, you can just turn the app on and listen. Every Sunday night, you can get me, Poker Face, and the world famous DJ Marvel. Can't forget about DJ K&S with them mixes. They be fire, cuz. Hey, and we're back to the Unspoken Truth with Lefty. And in this segment, we're going to talk about the biggest celebrity stories that are out in the marketplace. I have two stories that I want to talk about. Very, very powerful stories, very, very interesting stories. And I want to say, before I get into my topics, is this is my opinion on the situations. From an influencer standpoint, what I see, what I feel. Okay? The first story I want to talk about is Jordyn Woods, Kylie Jenner's best friend. If y'all don't know, she's been tied up in a scandal with Tristan Thompson. We know Tristan Thompson as a basketball player with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He is also the baby father of Khloe Kardashian's daughter. Now, before I get into this, I want to say, when the story first broke, I said to myself, Jordyn can't be that stupid. There's got to be more to the story. This is maybe a setup. There's something that we're not getting. So I was excited when I seen that she was going to be on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith. I said, wow, she has a platform. That's a pretty big platform. She can tell her story. And she can kind of fill in the gaps to what we were hearing. That was before the episode aired. Episode aired yesterday. Today is March 2nd, 2019. And after watching the episode of Red Table Talk, I was shocked, appalled, and I felt bad. Like, I felt real bad because I feel like brain deadism is a disease. And it was exhibited very, very prevalently in that interview. Very prevalently. You know? There's street smarts and there's book smarts. And obviously, Jordyn Woods don't know anything about street smarts. Because if she did, she would have never been in that situation. Never been in that situation. The part that stuck a dagger in my heart was the part where she said, he kissed me before I left. But the kiss didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything. It was just a kiss on the lips. I sat back and thought to myself, as a black man in America, can I just walk up to any chick and kiss them on the lips and get away with it like it's okay? That's not something that we do in the States. That's not something I don't think nobody does around the world. You don't just walk up to somebody that's your baby mother's sister's best friend, you're going to walk up to her and kiss her on the lips? But it doesn't mean anything. Come on, Jordan. I was born that night. I just wasn't born last night. That's that bullshit. How you gonna get up on this big platform and sell us this pipe dream like this? This is utterly disgusting. Utterly disgusting. It's so sad. So sad. Do I think you need to be ridiculed? We all make mistakes. And I'm sure when I was your age, I made mistakes too. Absolutely. I ain't no angel. Nobody you roll with is. Nobody I roll with is. Take responsibility and speak the truth. You ain't got to sell a pipe dream. You ain't got to. Just keep it real. Stick to the script. That's all you had to do. And you failed at that, Jordan. You failed. A sad day in America. It was a sad day in America. You had the opportunity to redeem yourself somewhat. And you fell short. Which we all do. Nobody's perfect. My advice to Jordan Woods, focus on the bounce back. Focus on the bounce back. Nothing's better than a successful story. Nothing beats drama but success. So focus on that. And stay out of the media. Stay out of interview tables. But you don't belong there. You know. Next story I want to talk about is something that broke earlier today. Tekashi 6ix9ine's baby mom, Sarah, was allegedly caught in bed with one of Tekashi 6ix9ine's friends. And when I say caught in bed, there's video of it. It's damning video as well. It looks just like her. I'm going to say allegedly because, hey, that's what you got to do for legal purposes. But I think it was her. Whether the video is old or new, it still was somebody that was around Tekashi 6ix9ine. So how do you look at that? How do I supposed to look at that, you know? I don't know. Given what she said that she went through, I guess I could give her a pass to some degree, you know. There's a million dudes out here she could be talking to. She's a hot chick. I'm pretty sure she got a lot of people knocking down her door. I don't think she necessarily needs to go find one of Tekashi 6ix9ine's friends or people that he hangs with or does business with. But hey, you know, we as people date who we're close to or date or deal with people that we're around. You know, so I can understand it. Like I said, this is a story that was broken today. I seen it on Say Cheese TV. Shout out to Say Cheese. Quality Instagram page. Definitely go follow them. Sean Cotton is a powerful dude. He represents Philly like I do. I represent South Philly. I'm not sure what part of Philly he lived in. But he represents, and I'm always going to uplift anybody that's from the city I'm from or where I'm at. It's just who I am. Shout out to Cardi B. She broke the rodeo/concert paid attendance record by 3. By 3 people. She beat out Golf Brooks. So shout out to Cardi B. Cardi B's doing some very, very, very powerful stuff within the music industry. She's a definitely a Cinderella story, where she's at now to where she came from. And all we can do is respect the story, you know? At this point. We just got to respect the story. Numbers don't lie. They never will. This girl is a success story. And anybody, she's the girl that people can look up to and say, wow, I can do that. You know? And it may not be doing what Carly B did. It may be taking that inspiration and doing something else. Taking that inspiration and going to your job and becoming the general manager. Taking that inspiration and becoming a business owner. It's a beautiful thing. So beautiful that we're going to take a break so I can go grab me something to drink, and I'm going to let my sponsors talk to you for a minute. Or I'm going to talk to you about my sponsors, I should say. We'll be right back. Check out this ad. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! We're back. Thank you to my sponsors. I really, really appreciate you guys. This couldn't happen without you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. This segment is, I want to talk about the new records I put into my Real Entertainment News popular rap music playlist on Spotify. If you guys have Spotify, you're a frequent user of Spotify, make sure you guys go and follow the playlist. It's Real Entertainment News popular rap music. Okay? And I added 4 new songs to the playlist this week. And the first song was Lanes by DJ Academics featuring Tekashi 69. I felt like it was a very, 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 very catchy record. I felt like it was a very, very, very interesting record, being as though it's coming from DJ Academics. I think he definitely has his flow down. He definitely has his style down. And I think when you throw Tekashi 69 on the record with all the controversy that he has going on, it creates the perfect storm. The perfect storm. And it's a powerful record. I like it. I know a lot of people don't take DJ Academics seriously with his music, but I think his music is pretty dope. So I added it to the playlist. Second record I put into the playlist was Blueface, Bleed It. That record is fire. And if you haven't seen the video for it, man, mind-blowing. Powerful, powerful video. Cole Bennett. Shout out to Cole Bennett. He really, really did his thing. The whole thing with the mop, man, it's crazy. So I added that to the playlist as well. Third record was Tyga, Girls Have Fun. Man, that record is a smash. It's a serious smash. G-Eazy had the best verse, hands down, but Rich the Kid was very, 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 very close. Very close. I mean, I don't want to quote none of the lyrics because, I don't want to, get, copyright strikes or any fly jiggy bullshit like that. But just know that if you haven't heard it, go to Real Entertainment News, popular rap music, and listen to it on Spotify if you're a Spotify user. And the last song, I believe, that I added to the playlist was Bad Baby. She has a record called Bestie, and it has Kodak Black on it. Fire record. People can say what they want about Bad Baby, but at the end of the day, she has 2 to 3 gold records already. Don't quote me on that, but go look it up. And she's constantly dropping great music. If you listen to the verses, she's spitting. You can say what you want about her, but she's spitting. And she's probably harder than some of these dudes that's out here. Facts. Serious facts. Trust me when I tell you. Crazy, mind-blowing. Quality stuff. Quality stuff. So, that's the segment when it comes to Real Entertainment News, popular rap music. I have different playlists on Spotify, and each episode I'll be talking about a not a podcast. We're on the podcast, but I'll be talking about a playlist and what songs I added to the playlist. Uh, Other than that, that's that. Now I want to talk about some foods that I've eaten this week or that I prepared for myself and how they came out. For the people that don't know or people that don't know me personally, I love to cook. Cooking is something that I do that allows me to clear my mind. It allows me to mellow out. It's a stress reliever for me. We all have our ways of coping with things, and cooking is a coping mechanism for me as an individual. So early in the week, I made a roast with roasted potatoes, uh, carrots. I made rice and roni, green beans, green cut beans. Came out phenomenal. I was able to eat on that for about 2 3 days. Then after that, I made some baked chicken. That was really, 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 really good. And this weekend, I just grabbed some Pizza Hut. Had to take a break from being in the kitchen because I had so much stuff I had to do between going out partying last night, different events, to, having to come do this podcast for you lovely people today. I'm super excited about doing this podcast. It's monumentally fun once you get into it. But yeah, so I'm going to be cooking a lot next week. I want to try to kind of make uh, roast beef. I want to try to make like roast beef sandwiches. So I think I'm going to figure that out. So make sure y'all stay tuned to the next podcast so that way you can find out, did I make the roast beef or did I make something else? Okay? With that said, we're going to go to a break really, really quickly. And we're going to come right back at you with the Unspoken Truth with Lefty. Holla if you can't, then don't bother. Ha ha! Hey, we back, and I want to close things out by saying thank you for taking the time to watch or listen to this podcast. If you got this far, that means you done went through the whole thing. I thank you. I greatly appreciate you. If you want to follow up with me and see what I got going on, what I'm doing, follow Real Entertainment News on Instagram and Facebook. Twitter is at MLM Kareem. We will be getting a site up really, really soon. You can probably find this podcast on all podcast platforms. And we're going to bring you consistent content, and we're going to bring you the real. I will be having guests on from time to time. That's what I plan on doing. I plan on also getting a female co-host. I think having a female co-host will bring a wonderful dynamic that really nobody has seen me in. It will put me in a, kind of a format that people haven't seen me maneuver in. So you'll see a different side of me, which is always a good thing. It's always a great thing. Growth is power. Shout out to the sponsors. Can't do it without you guys. And thank you for listening to the first episode of The Unspoken Truth. With that being said, you have a great night. Sleep tight. And we will catch you on the flip side. Ha ha!